I booked you on this show because you are a life coach, a mental health specialist, okay?
Yep.
You're somebody who has helped Jake Paul ascend to heights of greatness, apparently. This guy is living every American man's dream to just be rich, to beat up dudes all the time. Like, that's America right there,
There it
okay?
is.
And I know that you're a part of this journey, and it's great to have you on, but something very serious happened, and all the YouTubers talk about it, and it really affects me seriously because the kid that was involved with the thing is, I consider my nephew. Rajah Jackson beat the snot out of some pro wrestler, okay? And I have so many feelings on it, and it has I can't get it out of my head. It affects me. I understand it. I have some empathy for him, but I also have some tough love for him because he made a big mistake. The big mistake is kind of easy to see why he made it because I watched the streams and kept note of what was happening and know that Rampage is really hard on his son, and he's doing that as a means to an end. You know, he is doing it because that's being a mixed martial arts fighter is a very tough life. It's a very tough life. And Rampage is trying his best to toughen this guy who admittedly has everything for him, has everything out there for him.
What if I told you, though, that the research tells us that's not how you make someone tough?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But his training methods differ from mine.
Yeah.
So he thinks in his mind, he has to kind of push him down a bit to make him push back.
Exactly. And it just doesn't work. You know, I have a saying, we're at risk of doing to ourselves and others what was done to us. I want you to hear that for a second. We're at risk of doing to ourselves and others what was done to us. I was just texting with Jake yesterday, and we have been together now almost 4 years. And in his own podcast where we talked about this, and I've talked with his dad and his mom and his brother, like they understood the trauma that his dad and mom went through, that gets passed down. And then all of a sudden, you wonder why you're doing something to hurt yourself instead of help yourself. So admittedly, this young man is now doing and did to that pro wrestler what was done to him.
I'll just be honest with you. I taught him that slam. I taught him that ground and pound. And to see it misused like that really hurts my heart.
Yeah, it does hurt your heart because he's going to hurt someone.
I have drilled this with him repeatedly.
Yeah.
Exactly this sequence of events. You pick the guy, slam him, and then punch him until the referee stops you.
Yeah.
Like that. But the referee didn't stop. It wasn't an MMA fight. He was
That's
out
the
of
difference.
bounds.
Jason, you just said it right. So Jake once said to me about arguing with his girlfriend. And I said, well, how long? We argued all night. And I go, okay, wait a minute. How long is a round in boxing? Which I knew. It goes 3 minutes. I go, that's how long you get to argue with someone. 3 minutes. Then what do? You go to your corner and you reflect on what you're doing, right? Whether or not it's working or not working. And you have a ring and you can't hit below the belt and you can't go outside the ring. And you just said the right word. There was a referee. There was no referee there. Yeah. Because what happens is when we beat our kids up or we pressure them too hard, they can't become their own referee. So this young man's walking around with a whole bunch of fear and sadness. And you know what fear and sadness turns to?
Oh, yeah. Anger, yeah.
Yeah. Then there's irritation, frustration, anger, rage, murder, suicide. Yeah. So he was at to rage. Yeah. He could have killed this guy.
Oh, yeah. Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
It's like defending the indefensible. In a vacuum, you hate this. Yeah. I get it. If this is the only thing you know about this guy, and you see this in a vacuum. You see just the incident. You don't see the inciting incidents before.
Well, that's true.
You don't see how did it rally. It came to a head, and so many people in power made mistakes, and it makes me mad, and it makes me ashamed as somebody that he calls an uncle that I wasn't there to go, hey man, no, he's not in the show. Get him out of here. He's not going to be in your show. Like. The promoter, everybody who was in charge of this situation blew it. They blew it because they let this hillbilly hit him in the top of the head with the thing. Now, God bless his heart, he's a pro wrestler. What happened there was pro wrestling culture clashing with mixed martial arts culture, okay? We don't take no undefended shots and play like they hurt.
That's right.
No, you get punched as hard as the guy punched, you ignore it and go forward.
And
He didn't get his justice in that moment of stalking the guy back.
Right.
And then an apology, like, there's something bubbling underneath
Right.
now because now you've just been disrespected. You throw that in with a dash of internet going, calling him bad names, calling him weak, making him feel less
Oh, and
than
I
a man.
wonder who
And
he's-
then, congratulations, internet. Psycho Stu's brain matter is on your hands.
your nephew, unfortunately, has so much emotion inside of him because he hasn't been able to get it out. No one's asking him how he feels. He's in unsafe situations from the time he was little. What the fuck do we think's going to happen to these kids?
Well, yeah, and let me just tell you from personal experience, standing in the shadow of a great man such as Rampage is difficult.
Yeah.
And being the son of him is also difficult.
That's right.
And you feel a lot of pressure to be the baddest
That's
ass man on
exactly
the
right.
planet.
Yeah.
And then you put the guy in a situation such as that.
Did it
Just
ever happen
failures
to you?
all the way down. And ultimately, it rests on the man.
Yeah.
And I've done it. I've done that long ride. Sometimes you got to do it. Got to go sit down and cool your heels because
That's right.
society deems it so.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to keep that beast inside you and put it only in the ring and only at the times it's available for you. If not, you pay the consequence.
So if we said that fear and sadness creates anger, you're sad and scared for him.
Lady, I'm way ahead of you. I jump straight to anger all the time. And I realize that about myself. So I separate myself
That's right.
from the world to go be a maniac, hit the bag, do something positive, lift some weights. I know that about me. There's some wiring that happened as a kid.
That's right.
My dad put in me
That's right.
that made me a great fighter. But
Yeah.
my mom put something that made me an even better comedian. So I'm going to use that now,
Yeah.
right? And then use this weird, let me turn this into anger. I don't get in a road rage incident because I just roast the guy about his bumper sticker, this,
That's
that,
right.
the other, just laughing to myself. I don't get, or maybe I will yell and cuss and laugh, but I'm not going to, hey, let's go to Ralph's parking lot and settle this like men. Nah.
That's right. Were you bullied as a kid?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So Jake was bullied. And then he said, I became a bully,
Yeah.
right? Because that's what happens. That's how you're trained. That's what you do. The trouble is there's still that little hurt kid inside.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
If we all think of ourselves like a little kid driving like a big guy robot,
that's right.
you think of yourself much different. I
Right.
know. It's a weird, one of those new agey things that I was like, that's stupid. But then I get it.
Then you
I
get
get it. Sometimes I see the people, they look at me. It's way better when it's the happiness, but I've also seen scared. Like I'll say something and their kid shows up. Their face shows
That's
like
right.
a little kid.
That's
And I'm
right.
like, oh shit, I scared them like a little kid. My
That's
bad.
right.
Oh, and the best is making everyone laugh like a little kid, where they're like, that's the most beautiful feeling that you can have as a human being.
That's
Why I'm trying to do comedy, because this weird feeling where
You don't
this
have
guy
to
is
try
like static, like electricity shaking. It
You don't
feels.
have
My
to.
bros too on the voice chat. Everyone's. I'm like, man, clip that.
You don't have to try to do comedy. You are fucking funny
No, no,
just the way
listen,
you are.
lady,
There is no
I'm
try.
telling you,
There's
I
only
need training, okay? I need training. I'll be holding the mic too close to my face.
Well,
I'm
that's different.
Yelling like this, all psycho with no microphone. Sometimes the crowd is scared. I'm shit. I gotta bring out the fucking headliner quick. They're like, my bad. I'm scaring the crowd. Fuck, my bad, everybody. Trust me, I need training on it. But yeah, am I funny?
My
Yeah.
first degree is theater.
Oh, what the hell?
I know.
So,
And I
went
used to have my own
Juilliard.
comedy night.
I went to Juilliard.
Did you?
I did.
really?
You didn't know that about me?
No.
Yeah, coffee was like $6 there.
I love it. Bada bing, he'll be here all week. Try the spaghetti. Try the spaghetti.
Normally, this is how the show is.
That's right.
Mayhem makes a bunch of jokes. The guest
Right.
fucking tries to get a word in edgewise, okay? But that whole look. And here's the thing, right? It's like that whole Raja thing just happened. And now I don't know what I'm doing with my man.
So wait.
It really changes everything
It
because
does.
in my head it was always I was gonna get Raja up here, but now it's everything, and so
why
it
can't you
made
do
my
both?
podcast. I am.
You got to do both.
I am, but I keep flitting back to serious mayhem. Like we need to do some damage control. Hey, call all the lawyers. You know, it's like, give me Psycho Stu's wife on the phone. Like we're gonna apologize to him. We're gonna, I don't know.
exactly
We need
what should happen.
this is a big fucking fuck up. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
damage
exactly
control.
what should happen.
And I'm like overwhelmed right now, and I drank too much cold brew.
Hey, you know what, Jason? We now know that when people make a mistake and they apologize, more people forgive them than go after them. So
I'm living proof because
Yeah.
I apologize for my whole.
yeah,
You know
I
what
get
I
it.
mean?
I've
My post-fight
apologized
career
too.
was
Yeah,
a
I get it.
nightmare.
So
And I just did bad thing after bad thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I couldn't put it together. And then I like set out on a path of personal growth, you know,
Yeah.
and started to figure. And now the world's unlocking for me.
that's right. And
and-
that's why you're credible because you're not a fucking hypocrite. So as a therapist, you know that I can tell you to quit smoking, quit drinking, lose 100 pounds. Then I can go home, smoke a carton of cigarettes, drink a gallon of wine, and eat a whole fucking cheesecake myself. That's called hypocrisy. So I don't take the Hippocratic or the hypocritical oath, right? I'm never going to ask you to do anything I'm not doing and I haven't done. So that's where you come in.
Well, that's an interesting angle.
Yeah.
You know, now
But
I
see, a
definitely
therapist
have the
can.
authority.
Yes.
When this situation in particular, like all the YouTube comment people are people who've never been in
That's
any
exactly
situation close to
That's
this.
exactly
So,
right. That's why you don't listen to the people that are on the couch screaming at you like, why you're such a fuck up, or you rig this fight, or you do this. Shut the fuck up. You're not doing this. You didn't get in the ring.
Yeah.
You don't know your whole story. So that's the last people I listen to. So let's talk about you and your childhood trauma. I grew up blue collar. I went through a lot of abuse and trauma. And I remember the day that when I was 16 years old and had a knife at a girl's throat. So I could look like, oh, you're the therapist and all like this. Fuck that shit. I had a knife at a woman's throat who attacked my mother. And to this day, all I said to her was lean forward. Just lean, because I'm going to kill you.
Well,
what you
I'm
do.
glad to know
right?
that I'm amongst
Yeah.
also insane people.
Exactly. So the point being is I'm a protector. So here's the two sides of you and your nephew and combat veterans, athletes, all of us. We can be the perpetrator 1 minute and we can be the protector the next. Because I'll tell you right now,
The internet
someone walks through
does
this
not
door.
like that,
I
though.
know. Well, fuck the internet, because that's the truth. If someone walked through that door right now to hurt us, both of us would get up and protect each
Well,
other.
see,
Both
if you
of us
notice
would.
right where my eyes darted, you gave me the situation, right?
That's right. You were already-
Quickly, no, I found improvised weapons.
Right, exactly.
I
What do
saw
get?
this. I know I
That's
could
right.
give them that right,
Right,
there, you know?
Right.
And then I
So-
saw this. I could whip this thing.
That was great, actually.
Perfect,
that would
yeah.
work. That
Well, I'm
would
going to
work.
set that back up for continuity's sake.
Jason,
Yeah.
yes, you've done some things in your life. You were, raised tough and hard, and maybe even
Well,
had some
look,
abuse, and so
I'm
is
like
Raja.
thinking about that a
And
lot lately.
you're also a protector.
Yeah, listen, my
You
dad
are.
was not a one-sided, like, abusive
No,
asshole. He really
no.
wasn't. He was like he really loved me,
That's
protect
right.
me, and didn't really know what the fuck. No internet, like, ChatGPT
That's right.
parenting coach back in 1987. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
Like, it was a weird thing where he was just flying by the seat of his pants and dealing with his dad
And
being
his
kind of a hard-ass,
That's
you know.
right.
And I got to tell you, I think he did a good job overall. Could he have done some better? Absolutely. But that's the way.
And you know what?
broke
We
down.
don't even have to blame them. We just have to understand what happened to us, not what's wrong with us.
But also, I'm looking back too. Like, okay, the nature nurture question is my favorite. There's a few incidents that gave me a lot of insight in my dad. And to me,
Tell me.
through my dad. One was Judge Judy. I think I told this before. My dad was kicking it there in North Carolina watching Judge Judy. I was home for Christmas or something. I don't know. I hadn't seen him in a while. This guy was on the couch North Carolina where showers run through, you know what I mean? And I heard a shower come through, and he's watching Judge Judy, and the shower passed. And he's like, God damn it, I left the lawnmower outside. And back to Judge Judy, like nothing. And I was like, oh, no wonder I could just explode into action.
Exactly. So
And then go back calm, completely
right.
meditative state. No, like from 100 and then back down to 0.
That's right. You were trained that way.
Not just trained that way, like, is it genetic? Because in that same trip, me and my dad were sitting on the couch at the nighttime after everything was done, whatever, we were just kicking it. Mm-hmm. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and both of us are like this.
Over the same hand.
And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I'm like, ah! So how much of it is genetic, right?
It's both, and...
Hey, because old Jake Paul's dad's a maniac.
He is. Well, he's much kinder now. Huh? He's much kinder now.
I know he's kinder, but I'm saying.
Right.
So, look, it pushed him to be the best boxer, this weird world superstar now. So, it's a weird thing. Like, how...
So, let me explain something to you.
How much abuse is too much abuse?
Okay, here's how you know. So there's a thing from abuse where you get anxiety and depression. You'll get rage because you don't know, you don't have a dimmer switch, right? You only have on and off. So Raj, this kid is going through that now. He's got no ability to be able to do that. But wait, what you also get from trauma is post-traumatic growth. It's a real thing. So everybody talks about PTSD. But why don't we talk about the other side that you get, post-traumatic wisdom? Dr. Bruce Perry calls it post-traumatic wisdom in a book that he wrote with Oprah called What Happened to You? Not what's fucking wrong with you. The title is What Happened to You? Because if you don't understand, we've got two things. We've got, some PTSD. We've got anxiety and depression and abuse, effects of that. And we have post-traumatic wisdom. I have that. You have that. Your dad has it. So we don't want to throw away all the wisdom you got from that same abuse, right? That'd be ridiculous.
See, I know it's crazy because it sounds like I'm advocating abuse, but I'm not.
No.
What I'm saying is that, look, to push, like when I got busted and my dad was so angry, he just made me run 12 miles with him. You know, like I'm just running all day. Like, you know, and then that was terrible, right? But, oh my God, later on, when a coach asked me to go run around the block, I'm like, what the
run around the block, right?
Yeah, like,
how about 12 blocks?
I'll just run all day if you tell me to, you know. And that's not the best for fighting, really. But the thing is that just those type of punishments, or it made the rest of life for me as a professional athlete like turn down, because I was already used to it from childhood of like, okay, I have to do athletic feats, and then you know, part of it was fun. Sometimes it would be fun stuff, swim all day, you know, this kind of mentality that my dad had of like keep me going. But
that's right,
you know, there's like soft parenting kind of revolution going on where we want to make sure, and I just look at us all as what we are, human animals, like we machines.
Have to move. Do you know that the brain heals more from strength training than any other thing we can do? So we've lost the ability to keep our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions together. Like we get health through all three things. So I'm 75 years old. I'm getting in the ring for one fight this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Okay, at 75. I can hold a 4-minute and 3-second plank now
if you want me to. Calcium, okay? Because a fight is a whole different thing.
I know. So I've sparred a bunch and everything. So I just want people to understand that some of the best way to get through your physical and emotional and spiritual struggles is through the body. The body keeps the score, which is another one. I figure we're like
trees, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, whatever's coming through in the environment, you're going to pick up and put it into that next ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So we're like,
that's right.
Whatever stimulus you put on yourself and you have to react to, you will become stronger from it. You know, you'll become,
exactly right.
And you'll become shaped by it. So if it's weeks of ice cream and couch,
Yeah.
you're gonna look like a couch ice cream.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Which your mind can't actually function on couch and ice cream either.
I know.
So everybody wants to separate. I'll go to the therapist over here to talk about my feelings, and then I go to the doctor about my cholesterol. No, you should be going together. They all should be in one room at one time. Everything should be talked about. You should never walk into a doctor's office and not have him say or she say, "What's going on in your life?" What's going on in your life? Okay, we have a therapist right next door. Go talk to them. Come back and I'll take your blood.
Wait, what strip mall is this in?
I know. We don't have it yet. I'm trying to decide.
There needs to be, yeah, you're
Exactly,
right. Huh? There needs
all
to
of
be
it.
pockets of like complete.
So what
well,
do
the closest thing I have to is Forge that has like physical rehabilitation stuff, right? So
Yeah.
you have like ice and heat and massage, and they have all kinds of but we don't have a mental health equivalent.
have to.
You know, and I really think, and like I said, I'm sad about the whole situation because really a lot of the things would be solved if you had more of like a communal nature to like your life, like
That's right.
all your
It's
team
all-
and the
everything
smart
together.
the smart
That's right.
people they're
That's right.
close by.
Right.
But if the smart people are all spread out and you're instead scrolling Instagram,
It's not the same.
yeah,
and
it's not
and
the
you know
same.
what? It's one of the things Jake did was he brought me to Puerto Rico and I met all of his staff. So I have access to all of his staff, and they have access to me because we know that if we're going to build a team, we all have to be better. We all
Communicate.
have to work on our stuff about what happened to us, and every single sport should have a mental health professional, and they don't have to be a licensed therapist that's diagnosing you and all this. It has to be someone that you feel safe enough to go and talk to about what's happening in your life, right? Because you're at risk of doing to yourself and others what was done to you. You and I go and work out at MVP, so we have these sessions, and we work out for almost an hour, and then we sit on the mat and we share our truth,
Yeah.
right?
And look, that I've sung it to the hills that was huge in that
Yeah.
instrumental in this whole comeback that you guys are watching because I had none of that for so long. I was like in institutions where everyone's your enemy
That's
and
right.
everyone is out to get you and so that stays with you. So it's hard to like open up or even talk and be a friend to anybody because you don't have that. MVP, what it did was normalize me back into society to like, hey, I have somewhere to be every week.
That's
I have
right.
some people to talk to.
That's right.
And
That don't judge.
and sometimes feedback is not necessary.
That's right.
It's the same as this show. I will like jabber on and figure things out
That's exactly
through my
right.
own talking.
That's exactly
And I'll go,
right.
oh, wait a minute, I'm messing up. And those little Wednesday nights totally revamped my life because I was realizing that even though I'm here in freedom and everything's fine, the habits I'm getting into are not conducive to me ascending.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep me at the same level,
That's right.
or I'm going to be worse. So I had to like look myself in the mirror,
Mhm.
even after all that stuff I had been through, and go, okay, where do you want to be? You want to be in the same situation, or you want to go up? Go up. Go up. You can do it. It's going to be hard. Hell yeah. Are you going to be nervous about it? Yeah, all the time.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, you're going to be anxious. Like, oh man, I don't want to go to this personal growth seminar the whole weekend, to take the whole weekend up to like
Right.
go. But I did it. I
You
did
did
it, and I went, oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I see how this is going, and then just got the ball rolling. I had only had that ball rolling downhill all the time. Where oh, I'm having fun at the bars. I'm in a bar fight. God damn it. Why? I couldn't get the ball rolling up the hill. And now suddenly it's a ball of sunshine all the time, and then an occasional cloud of my friend doing something terrible. Don't tell the
I
audience.
just said I'm
45.
75.
I'm coming up on 45.
45. Okay. What if I said to you that now your athleticism, your ascendance into being a champion is for mental health?
Look, I'm trying.
What if you become, you're doing, there's
The
no
mental
trying.
health champion of the world?
Right. Now wait, Yoda said,
That's a crazy turn.
Right.
If you told the people 10 years ago, 8 years ago, that maybe they will be like, nah, there's no way that Mayhem's going to be talking about mental health
you're
on
the
a
perfect person to do it
Not a
because
podcast.
you've gone
Hashtag
through
not
it.
a podcast.
But, and the whole thing of you're trying, no, you're doing. You're doing. We're sitting here
All
now.
right, well,
you
look,
talk
I
to me all
appreciate
the
you
time.
saying that. Yeah.
Right.
And
So
I'm
is there
doing my
any
best
limit
be-
to that? Can't you be the champion of that?
What? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think I'm going to be the double champ, all right? Comedy over here, mental health over here.
Well, I think they go perfectly together.
do,
I
yeah.
mean, obviously, people have heard me say fuck a million times. I'm from Boston. I'm a masshole. I get it. It's a term of endearment. But the fact remains is humor opens the heart. It opens the heart so that you can accept more. So that's why we have to be funny. Doctors would be we'd be healthier if doctors made us laugh more. And I use comedy all the time in my work. How
Yeah,
could I
because you're a
not?
wicked pisser.
Because I'm a wicked pisser, fucking A.
Sorry, I was just sitting on
Let's
my
go to the
only
packy.
Boston
Go
term.
to the packy, get some fucking beers.
What's a
Come on.
packy?
A packy is the package store where you go buy your liquor. And, right? Let's go to the packy, get some fucking beers.
Oh, man, I love local colloquial wisdoms.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Hey, this has been so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're fun together.
we are. I mean, look, I'm going to keep working on my mental health, though.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. So here's what we should do.
It's been down.
How-
today.
how
I
often-
just got to be honest with you.
Okay,
This is like, I'm glad that you're.
Well, let's,
We booked you before all this happened.
I know.
So it's like very strange that this
This
happened,
is
and
meant to
you had to
be.
like talk me down off the
Meant
ledge
to
a couple
be.
of times on the
Meant to
phone.
be, yeah.
So I appreciate that, and
So why don't we do this? How often do you shoot this podcast?
all the time.
All the time?
Well,
Why don't we?
every week, once a week, we do the show,
Okay.
and then I do like have special shoot dates with rando comedians, and so it's gonna be real fun. I think we're gonna get a season 2.
Okay. So I think what we should do then is tell everybody that we can do once a month a mental health one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and
Okay.
they could send
well,
in
my
questions.
original idea
could
after the
send in
whole thing
questions.
was for me to like give a speech of this is a serious episode, but it's not. It's the Mayhem Show.
I worked with a very important rapper, song icon of the world, and he did some horrible stuff. And I was in the room when he apologized to his family, and he said something. He's 54 now, and he said something that I'll never forget, and I was there to witness it. He said, I'm so sorry, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I was like, wow, that's a commitment. And he has.
Yeah.
He
Well,
has.
he spent most of his life living in the gangster's paradise.
Yeah.
Talking about Coolio, right?
No, but it's someone.
Sorry.
But I mean, I will just say that, man, I feel the same way about the mistakes I made with my daughter. And I'm forever grateful that she is who she is and has helped me and allowed me to become the mother she deserves. Imagine that. And now I'm the coolest grandmother in the fucking world.
Aw.
Who would not want me as a grandmother?
Aw.
Right? So, and I think too that sometimes the traumas that we go through are not self-inflicted or not other-inflicted. My grandson, who's 20 years old, he's going to be 21 in November, got leukemia twice. Not once, twice. And I joke with him and I go, you know why you got it twice, Logan? He goes, why is that, G-Ma? Calls me G-Ma, and I go, because you come from a family of overachievers.
Oh.
So you had to do it twice.
Well, I thought you were going to say that like he lived under some power lines or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's this idea that we're all going to have something, right? I mean, shit's going to happen to us. And sometimes I think the greatest thing we can learn to do is stop self-inflicting it on ourselves
Yeah.
and others. That's the difference.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, so what happened was you were treated harshly. There were times that things happened to you, and then you were at risk of doing it to yourself and others.
Mm-hmm.
So you self-inflicted harm on yourself. There was times that you drank too much, or you drugged, or you did this, or you beat yourself up. Listen, I box 3 times a week. I have never been taught to give myself a right cross. No one has ever taught me. You know who taught me to beat myself up? My abusive dad. So all the shit he said to me, I started saying to myself. And then
I know, yeah. There's sometimes life happens to you, and the best thing you can do is make life happen.
That's
you know,
exactly
to get
right.
ahead of it.
Create the
and
person you
create it.
deserve to
If you're
be
a
and the
rhythm,
life you deserve to live, regardless of the situation. Keep creating.
Yeah.
Keep working on that
Constantly.
constantly.
Yeah.
Right?
And having a
We
clear
have
head
one life.
really helps.
It really helps. And we have one life. And every day, people always say, "How are you this Tuesday?" I go, "I woke up."
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
all I
that's
have
fine,
to do.
yeah.
I woke up. Now I get to do it again today, just for today. What I get to do.
This is beautiful.
This is wonderful.
This is wonderful. Thank you so
I'm a-
much for coming on
I'm
the
a-
show.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Are you kidding? I'm a big fan.
Everybody, Suzi Landolphi.
Oh, that's my name.